beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for July 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details, and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your July reading. I do apologize for the length of time it has taken for me to get this out. Unfortunately, I had some family responsibilities, so it's a little bit late there for you. Let me get all of your cards first before I transmute an outcome. Now, you should be feeling that new moon in Cancer. It occurred on the 29th of June, and you'll be feeling it for the next couple of weeks. You should be feeling a little bit more in your feelings, your intuitions, and your gut instincts. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, a little bit more teary than usual as well, but that is the effect of that Cancerian new moon. It does bring feelings to the surface that you may have buried deep within you, and it's all about processing those things in order to let them go. Now, it is a time for healing ancestral wounding as well, acknowledging ancestors, the path that they paved before you, and you may actually get like an omen or some sort of message from your ancestors to let you know that they're in your presence in the month of July. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the Judgment card and we've got the Empress card as your your Emperor card as your outcome. Okay, so very, very positive energy. I feel like your focus is on ambition, career, but also about empowerment. Now, we do have 2 alignments that are forming. One is, of course, a benevolent one, Jupiter and Venus. Now, that is a joyful and loving connection. Love being that planet Venus, of course, all about devotion, care, but also Jupiter, good luck, expansion, and opportunity. Now, Jupiter retrogrades right at the end of the month, so we will see a little bit of good luck before we leave the month. But then, of course, we have Mars and Pluto, a very angry, frustrating energy, a little bit eruptive, so it can bring a little bit of, how can I put that? A little bit of frustration to the mix. You will also be aware that we have a super full moon in Capricorn on the 13th and 14th of July. Now that's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride for us all collectively, as it's placed so close to that eruptive planet Pluto, but it's all about career, focus. That's where most of us will feel compelled to have our attention. Now, if you've retired, of course, then you may be focusing on your hobbies, or really honing a talent or a gift that you have in order to enjoy it a little bit more, not make it feel like a chore. Now, of course, this time period, no matter how zen you've become, no matter how much personal growth you've achieved, this time period with that super full moon, it may make you feel like your buttons are being pushed, okay? So anything that you've been ignoring will be amplified. Pluto is all about things that are hidden coming to light. So anything we've been putting in a little box to sort of process a little bit later on, it all gets amplified and it happens in this month. That's why you're probably going to feel a little bit more sensitive than usual. Now, in particular, your 4th house of home, family, where you feel like you belong is all starred for you, okay? You may also look to the past at lessons that you learned and be grateful for who you are now and all those challenges that you went through, how strong you are considering, as you move forward, considering all the challenges that you've met head on. Now, You may be also like focusing on trying to build a career from home. Some of you may be deciding to work from home or set up a second stream of income, become your own boss in some area, because the 4th house does connect to that as well. Your 10th house is also starred, which is all about career, ambition, and how you make your mark on the world. So that energy, that 10th house, partnered with that super full moon in Capricorn, is going to see you really have your eye on the prize. Okay, so I'm not surprised there that Emperor card has shown up for you. We do have the Devil card in your current advice to yourself. So you're releasing perhaps fear or temptation. We got 10 of Pentacles. Could also be you focusing on finances. We got 10 of Swords there. I'm just going to get your outcome energy, and then we'll get straight to the cards. They want me to go one more, so I will. The Justice card, and thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? That's the one. 7 of Wands. Okay, so just before I start, I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, and they're showing me a paper clip. So either you are currently paper clipping things together, or maybe it's you getting organized on something. Perhaps everything's coming together and you're keeping it in one space. Paper clips tend to mean everything coming together, okay? Or you getting in some way very organized with your time, your documents, or perhaps it's literally in the now that you're doing that as you listen to this reading. So if that's you, there's definitely something in this message for you, but it can mean like, it can be an indicator, because they just show me a paper clip. Not unless you're listening to this reading, you can see a paperclip on the table or something like that. It tends to mean something. So it can mean that everything is going to be coming together for you. Now, your protagonist energy is the Sun. So you're trying to be really positive, even though you may have felt a little bit low energy recently or low motivation. You may have felt like you're at a bit of a standstill. You're like, what next? Okay, there's a card here of restlessness. With the 2 of Wands there. I feel like it's restless energy, but no matter what, you're putting a smile on your face and showing up. So I feel like you're trying your best to be optimistic and positive. Also, I feel like your eye really is firmly on the prize. You're going to get a very big boost of energy in the month of July. I mean, we're already in the month of July, but I feel as you move through the month, things go from strength to strength. The Sun card is also about light, about truth, awakening, and personal growth. And I feel like your energy is going to be trusting yourself, trusting your awareness, radiating your light, not letting anyone dull your shine. And after a period of perhaps feeling a little bit like either disinterested in things, perhaps you felt it's very, very difficult for your attention to be kept, because I feel a little bit of not procrastination, but almost like lack of interest in the things that perhaps you were normally very, very interested in. You may be finding that your energy and your passion for those things are returning, just so you're aware, okay? But I feel with the Sun card, this is about you going after glory, going after success. Now, I actually feel like you're looking more at what makes you happy. Okay, of course, success is important, and success looks differently for everyone. Success can be just getting out of bed in the morning and facing your day. Okay, it's very important to remember that success doesn't always have to be about, you know, earning millions of dollars, or, you know, trying to relocate, or any of those things. It can be simple things like going through the day without breaking down, or going through the day and sort of like managing to get through your day without feeling low energy. So it can be, you know, a personal triumph is as good as, like, you know, a successful career triumph. It's all about how you view it. It's about your perspective. So as you can see with the Sun card, it feels like after adversity or difficulty, you're rising up and you're finding your power, you're finding your confidence, and you're moving forward no matter what. You're not letting any disappointment or any sort of defeat get in your way. If you feel like there's been an energy of defeat, you may have been working really, really hard and be looking at all the energy that you put into things and be thinking, you know what, I feel like I'm still in the same position. I feel like I'm like in challenging situations and I'm just working and I'm just getting by, and I still feel like I'm no further on. But you are moving, you are making progress, even though you may feel like right now things are at a standstill. You are making progress, okay? Now we have the Hermit energy. this is in your resistance position. You may have been a bit of a homebody recently, or you may have felt compelled to withdraw. But this card in this position, it's like it's in the reverse. So I feel, you may be feeling a little introverted, but I feel like you are getting out there again. You're starting to find your power. You're very, very wise. You have a lot of intelligence. And when you get this card as well, this is a card of knowing that all the answers you need are within you. And you've been very calm, reflective. You may have been in a period of stillness so that you can find those answers. You may have also felt a little bit in solitude recently. You may have been working towards something, and you may have even felt a little bit lonely at times. But I feel like this is about you getting out there and connecting to those things that you once connected to, whether it's friendships, whether it's situations. I feel like you're getting out of your comfort zone a little bit more as well. Also, with the Hermit in this position, if you've been feeling a bit isolated, I feel like people that you haven't spoken to in a while actually surprise you and show up, actually message you and things like that out of the blue energy. Because I feel like there's a lot of people sort of yearning. I get a yearning energy from the scrying. People are yearning to see you again. Now that could be friends that you haven't seen for a while. It could be family members. It can be, it could be exes, but I don't feel that energy. So I have to just say that. But I feel like it's people that you haven't seen or connected to for a bit. Now, with this Hermit energy, also, I feel like you're looking at the patterns in your life where you felt things didn't go in your favor. And I feel like you're making adjustments. You're changing the way you operate in order to accomplish something in a new way. The Hermit in this position can also be about you've got a lot of experience. You've got a lot of talent. You've got a lot of integrity, and you don't suffer fools gladly, let's put it that way. So I feel like you're maturing in your energy, and I feel like you're really connecting to your strengths in the month of July, and sort of phasing out anything that really isn't working for you, or phasing out any energy that doesn't feel good, whether it's in career, whether it's in friendships. I feel like you're trying to balance and embrace a healthier energy. That's what I'm picking up from this. Okay, so some of you may have gone off grid a little bit in order to focus on a career opportunity or focus on making things work in some way. I feel like you're in the planning stages of something, and you may have like squirreled yourself away in order to make those plans. So you may be keeping that to yourself at this time. Something that you're expecting to work out in your favor, you may have been keeping it to yourself so that, until it comes to fruition, because you don't want to jinx it or anything like that. Because the Two of Wands here is like planning stages as well. Now, the outcome energy, we've got the Judgment. Now, this is about your true calling. This is about renewal of energy. Suddenly, you're feeling regenerated. I feel like this is also a card of examining the next part of your journey, the next step, especially when it comes to your 10th house of career and ambition. I feel like you're working out how do you make your mark in whatever career sector you actually take part in or you feel is your calling. This is also clarity, making final decisions, having huge wake-up calls when it comes to your path. You're at a bit of a fork in the road, and you may be reaching for something new, something exciting, but you must let go of the things that you feel are holding you back in some way. This is a card of being on your true prosperity path, okay? And I feel like you're just weighing up your options, and you've got lots of ideas of how to get to where you want to go. I mean, some of you, you may be having like lots of different ideas of how to be successful in your career, but others may be finding different alternative routes to abundance and setting up different streams of income in order to be, in control and successful, or have some sort of like strategy towards a goal or a dream. Motivation. I get this energy of motivation, powering up. Now, the Judgment card is like second wind. So some of you may be returning to a period where you felt like you were really, really happy. It could also be that you're returning home, for example, or you could be returning to a career or a hobby that you felt really connected to your soul that you may have disconnected from. The Judgment card is a card of second chances. So I would say that, if there's anybody that you felt you haven't spoken to for a while, I feel this energy that they are coming to reach out towards you. So, I mean, it could be a time where exes sort of reach out as well, but I feel like you're more in control, okay, this time. And I'm not really sure if you'd want to connect to that energy, but we'll go deeper and find out. The Emperor energy is you. You are Aries, you are powerful in the month of July. I mean, you're always powerful, but this is a card of leadership and responsibility. Some of you may be wanting to move towards a promotion in your career. I feel like you are bossing up. I feel like you are taking on a leadership role with more responsibility, or that's what you're aiming for. Some of you are going to be setting up your own business in order to be an entrepreneur. And I feel like you're wondering, what is your true path? What is your true calling? What is it you're good at? And how do you capitalize on that? Some of you are going to be like building a 5-year plan, especially when it comes to ambition. It can also be with regards to your home life. Some of you may be like protecting your finances, finding a way to be really resourceful with what you've got so far. You may even be thinking about going into real estate or buying real estate. Maybe you're just looking online right now to see if there's any homes out there that you'd be interested in buying if you're in that market for it. But I feel like this is about you keeping your eye on the prize, okay? Definitely with that Emperor energy, eye on the prize. Now, some of you are going to get really organized. I just get this energy of organization. It can also be a card of, I just get this energy of you. If, for example, you are unsure about how to do something in your career, you may get an advisor, or you may actually become a life coach yourself, someone who advises others on their true life's calling. So I feel like you could be being a bit more philosophical this month about how you earn your money and whether it resonates with your soul. So some of you, you know, you've got really good skills. You've got a lot of knowledge. You're a bit of an old soul. And I feel like your true happiness is when you help other people. So some of you may step into leadership roles where you actually empower others and help them on their path. You influence the way that they sort of look at their career, and you sort of give them confidence in their path. But I also feel like in so doing, you are actually building confidence. A lot more passion, a lot more vitality, a lot more confidence for you in particular, my beautiful Aries, in the month of July as well. Now, the start. The heart of the matter is literally the heart of the matter. We've got Ace of Cups. So this is a card of like being in your feelings, in your dreams, your goals, your dreamscape energy. This is also a card of emotional care. So I feel like you're protecting your goals or your dreams, and also you're being optimistic, or you're trying to be optimistic as you bring your dreams into being or make your goals a reality, okay? I also feel like this is a card of you trying to be the light even when there is darkness or cloudiness around you. I feel like you're really trying to be as positive as you can, even under difficult circumstances. This card is a card of hope. It's also a card of, a proposal. So it can mean that, for example, if you're looking for a career opportunity, there's a proposal on the table. If you're looking for love, it can also be that you will meet somebody who really vibes with your heart. But I feel more than anything, this is about you really connecting with your heart, really connecting with what it desires and following that, okay? So if you haven't already received an opportunity to do something you love in your career, I feel like there's some news headed your way. The universe is going to offer an opportunity towards you, and it's really going to connect to you feeling fulfilled. I feel like you're brimming with so much potential. You're very, very creative. You're very talented at what you do. And I really feel like you are using your skills and your hard work, your commitment and dedication to financially, create a very sort of like positive foundation. And I feel there's going to be a little bit more money in the month of July for you as well. The Ace of Cups is crossed by the Princess of Pentacles. So this is like the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles. So you're basically asking a question: how can I do what I love and earn money at it? How can I capitalize and earn more money and, make sure that I'm enjoying myself? How can I also find a balance between love and career? If you're not working, for example, and you are looking for a job, I definitely feel like there is an opportunity headed your way, something that you're expecting, and it actually brings you more finances than you were actually expecting. I feel like it's a nice little surprise there. For those of you who are putting your resume out there to find new opportunities, again, there is one that is coming towards you. Your hard work, your integrity, your stamina, your dedication is going to be noticed. And I feel like there's an opportunity that's headed your way that actually pays very, very large dividends is what I'm feeling here. They're showing me how professional you are in your career, and your love for what you do will actually make you stand out from the crowd. Now, also the Princess of Pentacles. This can be a card, Ace of Cups, for example, and the Princess of Pentacles can mean that you meet somebody new, and if you're looking to get pregnant, for example, this is a prime time to get pregnant. But if you don't want to get pregnant straight away, then of course take precautions. Ace of Cups there, crossed by the Princess of Pentacles, though, I feel like you may have been putting all of your hard work, your care, your devotion, your attention towards your career, and you may feel like something's not quite working yet. Or you may feel like you haven't quite obtained a goal yet, okay? Now, I'm going to pull a quick card because the Princess of Pentacles and the Devil card can mean that, you know, you've been daydreaming about love, for example, with that Ace of Cups, and you've not been really focused too much on career. But that 10th house of yours is going to bring you back, like, to, it's almost like it's going to bring you back to the ground with a bump. It's really going to make you focus on career and money and things like that. So you're going to get really organized, build a strategy, protect your finances. So let me just pull a quick card on that. Thank you so much. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the World card in the reverse, and we got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay, there's something here that you felt like giving up on. With the Seven of Wands in the reverse, it's like you're frustrated. Something hasn't quite happened, or you may feel like your plans are stalling. Sometimes you may feel like quitting because things have been a bit difficult, or you feel like you're always having to defend your goals and dreams, and it just feels like everything's in delay all the time. You maybe feel like you're working and working and working, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. So I feel like you may be like, I put my whole heart and soul into everything. Is it worth it? You may be asking bigger questions like that. I feel like the Two of Wands there, you may feel, as I said, a little bit restless, but I feel like you are making progress, even though you feel like you're not. The World card says it's not over. You haven't entered, you know, the end cycle yet. So don't give up. You're still reaching your goals and dreams. Don't give up on them. What is below you? We got the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is about ambition, but it can also be about design, being the architect of your dreams, expecting something. There's a card here of expectance, both of them. I'm just getting this energy of expectance. And whatever it is you are expecting, I feel like it's showing up for you, especially with the Justice. You're getting what you truly deserve and desire. But a choice needs to be made. There is some decision. The Judgment card and the Justice card both say that you are in a self-evaluation period where you're like, all the energy I'm giving to this situation, is it worth it? Same with friendships, as well as career and love relationships. You're like, I'm giving and giving and giving. When do I get to receive? So I feel like this is a really big month where you're shining a light, being honest with yourself, gaining clarity, and I feel like actually the things that you're expecting are going to flourish for you. I feel like it all works out in your favor. The Two of Wands is a card of trusting in the unknown, trusting in divine timing, that you are making progress, and that the universe is actually conspiring behind the scenes to bring you everything you need. So I feel like you are making your way. There's also an energy here of waiting for results. So I feel like all this hard work, all this effort, all this love for what you do, you're like waiting for the results. So I feel like also it could be that you've got 2 streams of income where you're waiting for one to take off. One may be taking off a little bit more than the other. So I feel like you may be sort of tweaking a plan or revisiting a strategy when it comes to your career. Wands are all about passion. So you may have felt like a little bit stretched in your energy. You're busy doing a lot of multitasking, and you're trying to focus your passion and your attention on everything, and it makes you feel a little bit burnt out. You may feel like you've got no time for you, but I feel you're going to be a little bit more focused in the month of July, and you're going to be a little bit more productive where you get a lot more done, and you can feel a little bit more fulfilled as well in your energy. The Two of Wands, I'm just getting this energy of yearning for your plan to sort of like come to fruition. Now, we've also got the Hierophant. It's in the past position. Now, this is about having faith. So I feel part of you, sometimes it's not that you're giving up 100%, because I feel like your passion still burns for whatever it is. You may have moments of having to reignite your energy, reignite your passion, but you may feel like your faith has been waning. You may also have felt like there's been so many strict guidelines, either where you work or how you operate, and you may feel like things have just been extra difficult. Now, they're actually showing me like a spider, and I feel like on the side there's a spider's nest as well. So either you've just found a spider or a spider's nest, or you can see one as you're listening to this reading, or you can see a spider as you listen to this reading. I mean, spiders tend to be about good luck and abundance. So I feel like, you know, spiders, they weave a web that resembles like a dream catcher. So I feel there's something here about learning more. Perhaps you put yourself on courses in order to enhance your skills, or learn new skills, or gain new knowledge in order to capitalize in your career, and you're just waiting for the results to sort of like take shape. Everything is working out in your favor. There's a new beginning coming here for you. I mean, you got 10 of Pentacles, so there's a lot more money headed your way as well. The Hierophant, now I'm going to do love right at the end, because I do feel like there's an energy here of someone looking for love, and you know, you may have had a high level commitment relationship in the past that maybe did not work in your favor, and there's new love headed in your way. Could also mean that some of you are planning to get married in the month of July, and I feel there may be some, I feel like you get it. There may have been some sort of delay with some of the items or something like that to do with the wedding, and you may be fretting in some sort of way or getting a bit anxious, but everything works out in your favor. I just want you to be aware. So remain calm if that's you. Easier said than done, I know. The Hierophant is all about knowledge. And I feel like you are very, very, you have a lot of knowledge. You could be a mentor, a teacher, or some of you are learning to be a mentor to others. You may have gone through some sort of training to get a certificate, or you've been going back to college, or you decided to go back to college or uni or something like that, or maybe even learn skills online in order to enhance your skills and do something that you love. I mean, you may be learning something in order to have a second stream of income. But I feel whatever it is, you're in control, and I feel like you're birthing something new. What is above you? We got the King of Cups. So as I said, some of you are going to step into leadership roles, roles with more responsibility, but I feel like this is more than that. It's about following your heart. It's also about having a little bit more fun than usual, you know, really reconnecting to your charisma, to your sense of playfulness. I feel like I'm going to pull a quick card on this, because the King of Cups energy, I'm just getting this energy of you being really, really generous with your time, your energy, and getting really good karma coming back. So I just want to pull a card on that. This is in your potential position, which is to follow your heart and everything you've been dreaming of. As you can see, this particular King of Cups, the mind space. You see all that energy coming out from the mind space. It's like you manifesting something that is really connected to your heart and your emotions. You're really investing everything. You're 100% in there. And it's like the universe is hearing you. Can you see all those ears? Well, they look like ears in the universe. Well, for me, I'm seeing ears. So it's like the ears, your manifestations are being heard. Your thoughts are being heard. So be mindful what you think. 8 of Swords. Nine of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, so 8, 9, and King. Basically, there is a lot of anxiety here with following your heart. Or stepping into a leadership role or being your own boss. Okay, I also feel like you're thinking before you act on something. You may be, I mean, you keep getting like King energy, so I feel like you are taking control of something. You're in charge of something, but you feel a little bit nervous about having that responsibility or having to make a decision because you're like, which way is the right way? I feel like you're in a period of analysis, and it may even make you feel like analysis paralysis. The King of Swords always thinks before they act. So I feel this is about you being very present. And sometimes when we are present, we need to release fear. You may have been going through some sleepless nights or feeling a bit of anxiety, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there if that's what you've been going through. But I feel like you needed to think this through before you acted on it, okay? I mean, the King of Swords is also a card of judgment, weighing up your options. So I feel like you're being decisive, getting clear, overcoming any fear in order to take action on something. Because it's almost like you're staircasing. Eight of Swords, feeling stuck in your mind. Nine of Swords, facing the anxiety, recognizing that it's affecting you in some way. And the King of Swords is like, well, what am I going to do about it? How do I change this? So I feel like you're finding order in your mind. You're getting clear. Now, in the near future, we've got Prince of Swords. So Prince of Swords is the equivalent of a Page of Swords, which is all about new ideas or new ways of responding to situations. I also feel like, you know, pages tend to bring news. So I feel in the near future, there's some really good news that helps you with an idea, how to move forward. I feel like something you're going to be really curious about. It could be a new focus in your career, or it could be a new focus in a project. It's almost like it calls for greater investigation. You've got great, powerful mind, and I feel like you're going to be very, very present in the month of July. And you're trying to calculate something. I just keep getting this energy of trying to calculate something and being eager to move forward on something. I get this energy of they just give me this energy of kicking back against rules. That's what I keep getting, okay? Not that you're doing anything illegal, but I feel like you're being rebellious in the month of July. You're being a bit of a maverick. You've got the Hierophant here in the past position, which is like, the Hierophant can be like an establishment that has a lot of rules or regulations, or a rigid system that you're working within. So for example, if you're at work, I feel like you're finding a different way of doing something that goes against the grain, and it may not be seen as favorable by most people, but there'll be a boss that really enjoys what you do, and I feel like you're being noticed by the hierarchy, but you're doing something differently. I mean, literally written on this figures across this person's stomach is no rules. So I feel like you're working on gut instinct. You're doing something differently. So for example, if you wanted to work in real estate and you decided, okay, I'm gonna do that, there may be like a proven way to get into real estate that is the norm, the route that everyone takes, but you're like, you know what, I'm doing things differently, I'm doing it my way. So I feel like you are actually doing something very, very different. This is curiosity, something you're curious about. You're going to hear news on it. I'm going to pull a quick card on that. I will apply this energy to love at the end, but because I am getting an energy here of someone that there's someone here who's interested in you romantically, and they keep tabs on you, but they're not saying anything right now. So, but I will mention that right at the end. The Knave of Swords. I'm still picking up on the energy. Someone has feelings for you, and they're not talking about it. They're not opening up. Okay. Knight of Swords. Eight of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Eight of Cups is like someone returning. That. mean, this energy is coming through, so I can't really actually avoid it. There's someone here who actually has feelings for you. Someone, they may be from your past. Doesn't have to be an ex, but I feel someone is returning to your life. I mean, it may be someone who has been traveling or something like that. They're coming back. They're going to tell you how they feel, but it's not going to be until later on in the month, okay? And they actually have a lot of love for you. So, but we'll leave that there. Can you please clarify the Prince of Swords in terms of my beautiful Aries? I feel like you're really present. I keep getting this energy of you being in the moment, living in the moment. Two of Wands. This is the yearning. Either you're finding a different way to get what you want because you feel like it's been in delay, or you're taking some sort of risk and you're just doing a calculated risk right now. I feel this, I mean, the Two of Wands is a card of making progress, but seeing how you can get to where you want to go quicker. But I feel there's some sort of news. You know, as you can see, we've got the Raven there bringing the news. There's news headed your way that actually helps you move forward. It's really positive news. It's really good news. Something that you've been expecting. I feel like this whole energy that I'm getting is something you've been expecting is finally showing up for you. You're keeping your eye on the prize. Now we got the Devil card. This is your advice to yourself in this moment. So I need to clarify this, because the Devil card can be like a brick wall energy where you feel stuck. And I can't imagine that you want to be stuck right now. I feel this is more like, don't obsess over it. Don't obsess over the delay. Release the fear. Release the blockage. So let me just pull a card on that Devil card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Knight of Pentacles. So this can also be Capricorn influence. They're showing me the moon, the full moon. So when they show me the full moon and I've got a Capricorn card, especially the Devil card, it tends to mean the full moon energy, the Capricorn full moon energy actually is very, very important for your career. We've got that Knight of Pentacles. So they're definitely showing me that there is financial reward headed your way, an opportunity, maybe even a new job if you're looking for one, a raise, a surprise promotion. You may have worked really long and hard to get to where you're at, and it may have taken you a while, but I feel like you're determined to get to where you want to go. And I feel like you may be working within a traditional set of guidelines, but you're doing something differently, and it's going to bring you more money. Also, I would say be professional in all your dealings, okay? Because it just sets you ahead of the curve, and I feel like if you work within a company, I feel like eyes are on you watching your progress. And if you work for yourself, I feel like there are people who maybe want to collaborate with you in some way, or you're being elevated in some way. And I feel lead with integrity, because I feel people are watching. Okay, people are assessing. Watching in a good way. Like, for example, you could be headhunted for what you do, or people want to collaborate with you because they love your brand or they love your ideas. So I feel like the Capricorn energy is very, very beneficial for your career, especially since your 10th house of ambition is starred. The external environment, we got 10 of Pentacles. So financial reward. This is about giving your all to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. This is a card of gaining wealth. It could also be a card of managing your wealth, making sure you've got more money to save. The 10 of Pentacles is a card of prosperity in its purest form, showing up for you, using your knowledge in order to capitalize on your skills. Now, also, I don't like to talk about this, but if you've already had a member of your family or friends who's already passed away, I mean, this is not something that's going to happen in the month of July. This is something that's already happened, and you may be waiting for inheritance, for example, and you may be waiting for results on that. I feel like you will actually see that come to a closure in the month of July, and money will be released from that, okay? So if that's something you've been waiting for. But I feel with the 10 of Pentacles, this is about leaving your mark. This is about how you come across in your career and what you stand for. Now, some of you may be thinking about setting up a family business as well, or you work from your family business, and I feel like it's going to be very, very lucrative. Or you may be, one of your second streams of income is, you know, setting up a family business or a family affair in some way. I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Ten of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Because I feel like you're, Ten of Cups. Yeah, I feel so much happiness. I feel like if, for example, you're going for a job or a raise or promotion or something like that, if you ask for what you want, you're going to get it. So if you go into a new interview, for example, and they say, and what kind of salary were you hoping for? And you're like, say if you ask for like more than what you're on right now, they're like, okay. And they think, okay, that's good. That's what we're hoping for. So they see you how you value yourself. So just be mindful of that, because I feel like these two tens, I mean, you've got three tens here. So I feel there's a new start here for you that brings a lot of emotional contentment, a lot of abundance. Now, the Ten of Cups can also be like family, wealth, total love and support. It can be like that happy ever after, serenity, well-being. And I feel like this is also you investing in yourself in a really healthy, positive way, setting new diets or healthcare routines where you eat better and get better rest. So I really feel like you're investing in yourself as well as your career, but it seems to be all more about Pentacles in the month of July, probably because of your 10th house of career and ambition. For those of you who are retired, for example, it can also be that you're focusing on hobbies or spending your time enjoying yourself a little bit more, being more resourceful with your money as well, meeting new people or like-minded individuals that share your sense of adventure, your sense of expectation for whatever your expectation was for retirement, for example. Now, we got a hope and a fear. Ten of Swords. You're leaving something behind. Now, you can decide whether it's a graceful ending or whether it is like a burning bridges kind of ending. But when you get a Ten of Swords, it tends to mean something is over and you're entering a new cycle and you feel released. You feel it's great. So whether you're releasing fear or you're releasing patterns that no longer serve you, friendships that you feel just have naturally ended, or you're leaving a workspace and you're entering a new cycle in your career, I feel like you're responding to challenging situations differently and you're meeting success head on. I also feel like you're changing the way you think about yourself. You're having more confidence. You see that you have more power than you realize. And I feel like you're ending any or shifting any negative self-talk. This is a card of, I feel like you want a new beginning with no regrets. I feel like you want to just like get closure on something. Something's coming to an end and it may seem sad, but actually it's really positive. You may have felt a little bit empty recently in your energy, but I feel like you're going to be revitalized. So I feel the hope and a fear is, you know, you're ending something, but it's not that you're sacrificing something. It feels like you're gaining something greater, something better. So it's almost like if you're, I don't know why they're giving it to me like this, but they are. It's almost like if you were climbing a tree, in order to grab another branch and move forward, you have to let go of the other one. So you're grabbing a branch and then you're letting go of the other one because it's a natural state of progress. So it's actually really, really positive. Now, the Seven of Wands is your outcome energy. So this is you sort of like having more confidence in the month, not conforming to other people's expectations, only your own, forming opinions that you're sticking to with integrity, sticking to your morals, but it's also about going the distance, persevering, being unstoppable. You're engaging in sustained effort. So you're moving forward towards your heart space, your mind space, and those goals that you see are your calling, and you're accomplishing them. The Seven of Wands is like, even though there may be a challenging path, you're still remaining on the path. You're not giving up on something. So even though there may have been moments where you felt, maybe I should just give up on this, I'm giving my all, and it just doesn't seem to be working for me right now, I feel like there's part of you, your passion still burns bright for something, and you're still taking action to advance, and you are advancing. Now, some of you, for example, You may enter into a discussion where you have to defend your opinions, and you're very, very intelligent. So I feel like you will eloquently defend your opinions, of course, and I feel like you'll make other people see your side of the story. Now, everybody, we all feel what we are believing, whatever our belief system is, we all feel it is right, but it's also about honoring other people's perceptions as well. They're not like our own, so we have to be as honest, open-minded as we can, and that's where we find that middle ground, that sweet spot, and we find peace. So there may be some sort of discussion that you have in the month of July that requires diplomacy, let's put it that way. That's what I'm getting here. Now, the Justice card is a card of needing to make a decision, but also some good karma headed your way. So I feel like you're making adjustments for new changes in your world. You're receiving some sort of news that is the catalyst for that change. Now, they just showed me a bell ringing right now. It's one of those bells that you hold, it's ringing. So either you have just picked up one of those, or you hear one of those, or you will hear a bell ringing like that in the next 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, you could be walking down the street and there's like a pop-up stall and someone rings a bell on that or something like that. So look out for like an old style bell where someone holds it and rings it, okay? Because I feel like that signals change for you. It rings in the new. They just said it rings in the new. So, yeah, look out for that. The Justice card is about getting what you truly deserve. The effort that you put into something is what you will get out. It's about fairness, okay? And life doesn't tend to be fair. So it's about riding the wave of life, the ups and downs. But I feel like you've been riding those waves of ups and downs, and now you're finally on the up, okay? The Justice card indicates that there is a law of cause and effect playing out in your world, and things are balancing out for you. You're going to see evidence of good karma headed your way in the month of July, but you may have a head over heart decision to make about something in your life, because yeah, I feel like you have to make a choice. Now, I also get that some of you actually are making travel plans, and I feel like some of you, there may be some sort of delay in your travel plans, and you may have to get some sort of compensation for that. So I would watch out for that. But I would keep an eye on your travel plans just to make sure. Because I feel like forewarned is forearmed. Now, if you're looking for love, I'm just going to pull a card on that final position. But if you're looking for love, I feel like there's someone here who has feelings for you. They will tell you at the end of the month. They're keeping it to themselves. But if you are looking for love and you do not have any feelings for anybody that you know, I do feel like there's someone new headed your way, and they are very open-hearted. They are very respectful, very passionate, very deep in their energy. They have a well of emotions, and they're looking for love. So I feel like you're connecting to someone new there. But you may have a choice, because I feel like someone that you know already also tells you how they feel. The Hierophant, learning. So there could also be new contracts on the horizon for you, and you'll have to sign those. Ten of Swords, new start. Some of you may actually be getting married this month and having a new start in a committed relationship in a different sense, if you know what I mean. You're still like in a committed relationship no matter how long you've been with each other, but when you like have a ceremony, sometimes things feel a little bit different, but it's a wonderful new start. A lot of you are learning how to look at challenging situations in a different way and finding the positive, seeing that you're being stronger, that you are you're on the path to success. And obviously when we're on that road, sometimes it can be full of different obstacles and challenges, and we have to navigate our way in a way where we don't feel fear, or we sort of trust the process, because you've got the Hierophant here, which is learning. It's also about your commitment and having faith. We've also got that Ten of Swords in the reverse, which means new start. Have faith in new beginnings. And we've got the Five of Wands in the reverse, which means there's harmony after a difficult situation. So I'm getting again the same energy from the Sun, which is about after a disappointing or a difficult situation where you may have felt like you're taking 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. You're actually making progress this time. You're actually coming into harmony, into balance. Any problems you've been wrestling with, they are resolved. And I feel like everything is working out in your favor. A lot of you may be getting very organized with a strategy, a plan, maybe getting your paperwork in order, protecting your position, like tidying your home space as well, because your 4th house is there, making everything really succinct, making time for yourself, using your time more efficiently is what I'm getting. But a decision needs to be made. I'm feeling like a big decision needs to be made, and you're investigating something before you take a calculated risk. So whatever it is, it works out in your favor. It's very, very positive. There's some really good news headed your way. You're going to learn something very important for your journey ahead that gives you a new start, but also more money, more finances, okay? And it aligns you with your heart. The universe is listening. They want you to be aware. The universe is constantly listening. So when you are trying to manifest something and then you feel all of a sudden it hasn't shown up for you, you start to lose faith. It's almost like you are sending the order back to the universe or back to the kitchen, because you're like, okay, it's not showing up for me. It probably won't happen, so never mind. That energy of something coming towards you all of a sudden stops because you've given up having faith in it. And it stays suspended there for a little while, and then it starts to move back. So just be mindful of the way that you talk to yourself. We've got Swan and Grace. And it says, "You who glide across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty." So you're becoming. Swans are wonderful. They're very, very protective, first of all, but they're very graceful. And underneath the water, their little feet are going a mile a minute. So you're making something look really effortless to some people, but actually it's a lot of hard work. Whatever it is you're working on, it is hard work. And you will get to where you want to go. You will navigate the right direction. And I'm just going to get a ruin before we close. Okay, so we've got the gift ruin, which is all about love, a gift from the universe, good fortune. I mean, this ruin literally means gift or fortune. Okay, so there is an opportunity headed your way, something that you've been focusing on. Now, of course, it's going to be different for everyone, but this can also connect to divine union, partnerships. So if you're looking for love, there's one headed your way. I feel like your positive vibrations are attracting the thing that you're focusing on the most. Now, if you're focusing on love the most, remember you're going to have a little bit of a push and pull energy as that 10th house takes over when you start to focus on ambition and career. And you may feel like procrastinating and dreaming about love when really the energy is forcing you to think about career. So watch out for that. But they want me to put this on the 10 of Pentacles. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Aries. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries. Love and light.